Welcome to the S.H.O.P, the social hub of positivity, here in the wonderful Emery Gate shopping centre, in the wonderful town of Chippenham, in the wonderful county of Wiltshire, in the wonderful country of England, with this wonderful man here, Richard Alvis. It sounds a little bit like Elvis, but it's Alvis, which is a nice name. Richard, how you doing?
Pretty good to meet you, sir.
Lovely to meet you. Can you tell everybody here who you are and what you're here, what you do, what you're here for? Here to talk to them.
I'm talking about my book today, Spirits of Life. I do poetry in my spare time. I like to write short poems. I have a collection of about 70 poems so far, and I've bundled them up into this book. And so far, I've sold about 100 copies on Amazon.
Wow, that's fantastic.
And just going to keep on selling them, hopefully.
Have you got any examples of your poetry?
Oh yeah, I've got some on my phone prepared for this podcast.
Wicked. I love this guy. Brilliant. So, this is exciting. When did you do the book? When does that come out?
This was a year ago. Back in June I published it.
Yeah.
So I'll be reading this one, Energy Waves.
Excellent. Go ahead. Do it. Let's do that.
Feeling the wavelengths of energy passing to this frequency for us to share. It's a vibration surrounding us all in space. Feeling the atmosphere around us. Embracing it in and seeing it flow effortlessly. We are all energy in this world, spreading it. All the good vibes are coming to us all. Every wave of energy is a new experience to enjoy. Energy in forms of dancing, singing, running, all from the spirit. All in good spirits that come by giving us new life. Forming to new knowledge, experiences and relationships. All through these energy waves we spread each other, choosing the right wavelengths and frequency to be on, leading others with new insight and encouragement. Let us flow effortlessly, and let our spirit be free. Free to inspire, free to express, and free to be you. Love conquers all.
Sorry, I've interrupted the end, but love conquers all. That's very beautiful. So, what inspired that? What's your... Is that quite...
Yeah.
What your book is about? Is it about the energetic sense of humanity within the context of the spiritual, the wider spirit? Explain what you mean by spiritual realm, just in case people think you're talking about ghosts and stuff.
So
which you might.
Talking about the spirit within inside of us, which
what other people describe as soul. Is that right?
Energy waves, yeah.
Yeah. And how do you? Where do you think they come from? Where do they emanate from?
I think it's from within us, in our heart and our mind.
Yeah.
And so like a invisible force we can't describe, but some people describe it as different entities like God and Jesus.
Yeah.
And everyone has a different ideology on.
That's Daisy Amazonas, everybody. Fleeting glimpse of her. She's a regular on the podcast, even though she's only been really interviewed once.
So I've been writing these poems ever since I became a Christian back in 2018.
Right. So how does that not conflict with your Christian ideology or?
Oh no, I mentioned Jesus in some of my poems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so explain what you think. So it's not really described like that in the Bible, is it? The energy that you're talking about, or are you talking about?
Holy Spirit, yeah.
So you're saying it's the Holy Spirit, and it's so. Is it in other people then who aren't Christians?
No, it's in all of us, yeah.
Yeah. So why would you have to be a Christian? What's the big thing about being a Christian?
Just for me personally, it's good for. In my experience, it's good.
Yeah, but if you were born in Jeddah, or dare I say Palestine, would you think you'd be a Christian?
Probably not, because different culture, so I'd be someone else. Yeah.
Right, excellent. So that's interesting, because I sometimes ask that question to people who get quite confused by it, because they don't realise that obviously you are, or we are, here she is. We are all. So the bit about the internal energy, the spirit, which, as you say, some people call God, and obviously God spelled backwards is dog, so it's actually just a word, but it's trying to encapsulate a concept. And if the concept is there is a power greater than humanity, I'm all on board with that. I'm not so keen on organised religion. Do you go to a church?
Oh yeah, I go to a church in Chippenham, yeah.
But so is it Church of England?
No, it's not, no.
Oh, that's interesting. What is it? Tell us about it if you don't mind.
Fellowship in Chippenham. It's on Wood Lane.
Kushti. So what is that then? It's a fellowship. What's that about?
So this is Pentecostal.
Right, and what does that mean?
Basically, that's the one I was introduced to by my friend Liam.
Yeah.
Yeah, and ever since then I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, but what is it about? So I'm interested. I mean your poem's great. I was thinking that your poem was more inspired in the way that Claire, you know Claire, don't you?
Yeah.
She's obviously a very spiritual person who talks about energy, talks about the connection between all sorts of energetic things like art, like you've said it in there, comes in the music and the dance. I'm always interested in people's, how they've come across religion and what is the limit of their understanding of that religion. And you've already said you get it, that if you were born in Palestine you probably wouldn't be a Christian, which is interesting because I think sometimes when people are dare I say, indoctrinated into a religion, they think that that's the only religion, that's the best, that's the most important religion.
Different teachings, different.
Yeah.
We're taught different things. Everyone has a different perspective on the world, and we all have different ideologies of what reality is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as long as we don't go hurting each other and disrespecting each other or imprisoning each other or whatever, all manner of restrictions on other people's thoughts and whatever, I guess it's up to the individual. My personal problem with organised religion is that it organises schools and indoctrinates from a young age. If it's religion is really that connected to, I'm not talking about the Pentecostal, I don't know really anything about it actually, to be fair, but it has to do with something to do with the Pentecost.
I'm a Christian now for a few years, so I'm an early Christian, yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is, what would you say that the particular brand of Christianity you've got is? How does it differ? What's its main tenets? What's its main?
So we sing songs, and the aim is to feel the Holy Spirit when we sing songs of praise, and also we just support each other in the church, and
Cool, but where does it originate from? I don't know why we're talking about you. I'm just interested because you've mentioned it, and if it's one of them ones. We're going to promote your book.
Yeah.
Is that religious-based poetry, or is it just you interpreting your understanding of the energetic world? And is it to do with the Pentecost religion, or is it to do with just you as your perspective?
My perspective, personal relationship with God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I describe this force, this energy waves, as a force. Yeah.
Yeah. Dylan Thomas, the fantastic Welsh poet, did a beautiful poem called "The Fuse That Through the Long Grass Dries the Flower." Do you know it?
Don't know that one.
Lauren, would you do me a favour? Can you get it up? Oh no, you can't on your thing because you're filming. That's just, see, I'm not very bright. I don't know if you've noticed that, Richard. Can you get it up? Because I'll be interested to hear if you don't know it, what you think of it. Not that it's a competition. Dylan Thomas, "The Fuse That Through the Long Grass Dries the Flower." I think that's what it's called. Because I'm quite interested in individuals coming to understand. We learn from each other, don't we?
Yeah.
I think anyone that thinks they know it all. One of my blessings, I think, is that I realise I know very little.
Yeah, same here, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's not just about religion, it's about all sorts of things. But then, on the other hand, I'm astounded by how many people in particularly positions of power who really don't know anything but profess to know everything. And they're more dangerous. Was it called that?
The force.
The force?
That drives.
The force, okay. See what you think of this, because now we're in a poetry off. It's like a rap battle, okay? The force that through the green fuse drives the flower. Yeah, force, right, okay. The force that through the green fuse drives the flower, drives my green age, that blasts roots of trees, is my destroyer. And I am dumb to tell the crooked rose my youth is bent by the same wintry fever. The force that drives the water through the rocks drives my red blood, that dries the mouthing stems, turns into wax. And I am dumb to mouth onto my veins how at the mountain spring the same mouth sucks. The hand that whirls the water in the pool stirs the quicksand that ropes the blowing wind, hauls my shroud to sail, and I am dumb to tell the hanging man how of my clay is made the hangman's line. The lips of time leach to the fountain head, love drips and gathers, but the fallen blood shall calm her sores, and I am dumb to tell the weather's wind how time has ticked to heaven round the stars, and I am dumb to tell the lover's tomb how up my sheet goes the same crooked worm. Well, that's pretty heavy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty heavy, yeah.
But it was all, I think, similar, saying that it's the same force that goes through everything. Unless I've totally misinterpreted that. Of course, if there are any relatives or people belonging to the estate of Dylan Thomas and want to sue me for murdering that poem, please feel free, I have nothing. But it's a similar vein, isn't it? That we're all looking at life and the meaning of life, and we hit upon some philosophies that get some of it. My problem always with organised religion is what they have done with it, particularly the Christian religions, in the sense that if Jesus was about being kind of like a hippie, right? Long hair, going around with his mates, talking about loving each other and not owning anything and not about materialism. He went into he cut the ear off of a trader in the, not monastery, what do you call it? It's like a church. It wasn't a church because it was like, it wasn't a synagogue. It was the holy place in Jerusalem, I think it was. And he goes and everyone's selling stuff. And he was quite anti the idea of money being promoted or propagated in holy places. When in fact, if you look at the Vatican and you look at Church of England, if you look at the investments and the money that they've got, how they ever ask anyone to help mend spires is beyond me, because they're one of the richest institutions in the country, and I think it's fair to say that they have been involved in the slave trade, which is totally abhorrent. So, do you know what I mean? The hypocrisy, the bishop of forget about the Vatican, how appalling that is, that there's a country inside the capital city of another country that has all this wealth, all this gold that's been stolen over the years from the Incas and everything else, and all the sexual abuse allegations, which, are rife right across the planet. And then you've got the Church of England, where there's similar things that have happened, and they live in palaces and bishops wear silk and stuff. Nah.
Oh yeah, I don't support those churches.
Okay.
No.
Well, no, cool. This is what, and that's why I'm saying to you, there's a conversation around religion. I get the spirituality. I get that, whatever the evidence that a character called Jesus existed, and Muhammad, and the Muslims refer to Jesus as being a prophet. The idea of, what's your interpretation of Jesus with regard to God? Do you think he's the Son of God? Or are we all the children of the universe?
I think 3 in 1. So he's the Holy Ghost, the Son and the Father. That's
Yeah.
what my teachers. That's
Yes,
what
your
my
teachers are telling you, yeah. But it's an interesting concept. A lot of the religions, as you're probably aware, stories like 300 years before the advent of Jesus, there was a prophet that was born on the 25th of December to a virgin surrounded by oxen, had 12 apostles. Yeah,
Right.
you're waiting all of humanity or civilization for a prophet or the Son of God to come, and two come along in a space of 300 years. Coincidence? Do you know what I'm saying? What's more important though is how you enact your belief. So, what do you do? What's your day to day? A poet's beautiful. Poetry's beautiful. It's great that you're sharing it. So we're going to recommend that and get the details and advertise it, because I think
also write about nature,
which is again via God, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
If we both believe that everything comes from a power greater than humanity,
and then
fantastic.
Past experiences I write about, and so I don't just write about religion or spirituality. I speak about other topics as well in
Yeah.
my book.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Yeah. What do you do on a day-to-day basis though? Do you work?
No, I'm looking for a job at the moment.
What sort of job are you looking for?
Maybe a retail job, or
yeah.
I've got some IT qualifications. So.
Excellent. Do you know Toy Master is across the thing are looking for shop assistants?
Oh right, yeah, I'll look into that.
Just I think it's the one across. Is it called Toy Master? I think they're looking for someone. Just to give you a heads up. IT, what sort of experience you got? This has now become a advertisement to get this man a job.
Help desk.
Lovely man.
Help desk work.
Yeah.
Or programming. I've got some experience in coding.
Wow.
So, or hardware as well, installation.
That's great. Have you had previous experience working on that?
Yeah, I've got experience in a company called DCS Associates iTech Colour Graphics.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what were you doing there?
I was doing installing of hardware, and also I was doing ticket support system through the phone, helping people with computer.
Wow, you're really clever then. You can do it over the phone.
Oh yeah, we can do it via a software called remote desktop connection, where you can connect to the person's computer and then help with or troubleshoot their problem.
Wow, that's fantastic. So you must know loads about it then, the programs and...
Oh yeah, I know a bit about it, yeah.
Yeah, a bit about it. You must know loads, that's amazing. So, you're currently looking for a job, and you talk about IT and talk about retail. You're selling your books on Amazon. What are your hobbies? What do you do?
Bodybuilding.
Wow, yeah, you look like you're doing something.
160 on the shoulder press last week.
Wow.
That's my personal best.
Yeah.
And also, bench press is my strongest as well. I can do around 150 on bench.
Wow. God, just you saying it makes me feel tired.
So yeah, I've been doing this 12 years now, gym. So 30 years old now, ever since I was 18.
Yeah. That's cool. What gym do you use?
So I use Snap Fitness in Chippenham.
Yeah. Do you ever go to Atlas Gym?
Yeah, I've been to Atlas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We work with them. We do. They're very kind to us. They allow our young people. We've got an alternative education program, so we have access to their professional equipment with one of our facilitators, who's a fitness coach, and they a lot of them are teenagers, so they get great use of it. So Atlas Gym in Chippenham is a very good gym. There are other gyms, but I don't know if they're as good as Atlas. I'm not joking. Right, so bodybuilding, excellent. Do you live in Chippenham then?
Yeah, I live in Chippenham, yeah.
Yeah? Did you go to school here?
Yeah, I went to High Newish.
Oh, good. Nice. Excellent. Right, anything else you want to talk about?
I think I've covered it. I could read another poem.
Yeah, could you? That'd be lovely. You do that. And how'd you get your wig? You did tell Lauren so we can advertise how you get it. I was on Amazon, did you say?
Amazon, selling it on Kindle at the moment.
And Kindle, and what's it called?
It's called Spirit of Life.
Sorry, say it again?
Richard Alvis, Spirit of Life.
Spirit of Life, that's a lovely name. Richard Alvis. That's a great, the whole thing looks great. And the design, who did you design?
I designed it, yeah.
Wow. Nice, man. Is that from a photograph?
Yeah.
You didn't Photoshop on it or something?
Yeah, Photoshop.
It's really lovely. Do you have any hard copies?
No, just Kindle. I'm selling it on Kindle at the moment.
Right, I was going to say, because you could advertise it in the shop.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah? get a poster and advertise it, because that's lovely. Turn that into a poster and advertise it so people can either access it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Cool. Right. Let's hear your lovely poem then. I know it's going to be lovely because you're a lovely man.
This one's called "It's Time to Discover." The journey of life is an adventure, bringing us to great new distances. It may seem a great distance, but it's closer than you think. It's time to discover your own potential, to discover the pure energy and love, the truth and a new work and understanding, discovering a good place of joy and peace, bringing a smile to your faces with happiness, creating an exciting atmosphere full of energy, feeling the wonderful spirit around us. Where the power is coming to us all, discovering new experiences, discovering new talents, skills, ideas. Bring all these awesome things forward, sharing with others, influencing and inspiring, encouraging others with passion, confidence.
Wow, that's really positive.
Yeah.
Are all your poems positive?
Most of them are positive, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's lovely. Are you going to do another one?
Oh yeah, I'll try
Why
another
not?
one.
I'm not just for just be interested if there isn't any, if there's one that isn't, not because I want to promote things that aren't positive, because your poem is beautiful and inspiring. So fair play to you. Read what you want, but I'm interested to see. Oh no, doesn't matter. What am I talking about? No, really. What am I talking about?
This one's called Love's Vibration. So this will be like in time for Valentine's Day.
Oh wow. Okay, but this will be going out in a couple of weeks' time. But it is actually the 13th of February when we're doing this interview. So this doesn't go out for 2 weeks.
Okay.
But
so
love is eternal.
I'm willing to sacrifice to help those in need, as helping those in need will help them. So the other day I'll go to a homeless man and give him a sandwich with a pack of crisps to help them get hungry.
Yeah.
And bringing my love vibration back up higher to the community and the environment around them. Help me to be a helping hand to the weak. By giving and helping, I realise I receive. The world gives back when I give. I receive in some way.
Yeah.
I receive love and respect from the individuals around me, and I feel a sense of comfort and wisdom, and to be excited for all great things ahead.
Wow. Fantastic.
Yeah.
You better not read anymore because people won't have to buy it. But that's really sweet, man. I really, really admire that, and I admire anyone that gets it together to get something like that together. We've produced a few little poetry pamphlets.
This is a pretty good one. It's about, shining like a bright star.
Go on then.
I'm feeling the wonder which is all life, so I shine like a bright star, bringing us all of the light and the momentum like a superstar. Bring us the momentum and power, bringing you the sunshine again, because I just want to with my heart, bringing us the hope we truly desire. Feeling all the energy back to you and I, and feeling the wonder which is all life, so I shine like a bright star.
Beautiful. And on that lovely note, ladies and gentlemen, this is Richard Alvis. His poetry, Spirit of Life, is on Kindle. We'll give some details on this, Maya. Lauren, you're going to get the details. And I want to say thank you very much. Thank you for sharing your lovely words and thoughts around your religion and your incredible bodybuilding feats. And if anyone's looking for a very gentle, beautiful human being, great soul to support their work, Richard Alvis is your man.
The key in life is we don't push our religion forward onto people. It's up to them if they want to decide. Whatever they want to do in life is up to them. The journey is theirs and no one else's.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Nice one, you. Thank you so much. That's a wrap.
Spinning